need to go out to these lands. We need to occupy these lands, and we need to put them to use. When we plant the fruit, when we plant the vine, when we plant the vegetables, when we plant the trees, we bring life. Life is good. You know, it heals. It has a healing power. It heals the planet. It takes away carbon monoxide and all these things. But we are prevented from doing so. And then we get a whole bunch of scientists in labs and say, no, we're going to develop our own food now in labs. We're going to make meat from stem cells. We're going to start making babies, you know, to cater to our needs and our desires. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work. They've already, you know, tried to develop these means that have only resulted in superbugs that have destroyed here in Florida the orange groves. Oh, but you know, that's okay. You know, we'll sit in the lab a little more. We'll tweak a couple more, you know, compounds, and we'll get there. It's not going to work. You can't defeat nature. Nature is more powerful than man. It was put on earth before man. The earth, the herbs, and these things of life, even the creatures, were put on earth before man. Man cannot come along and decide that he's going to switch everything up. He's going to devise his own creation. You know, it could work for temporary purposes. It could work for a little while. Maybe it works for depopulation. But in the end, man will destroy himself. And he will take a lot of good people down with him. So turn to the Lord. Because the Lord is our King. He is our judge. He is our lawgiver. And he will save us. And no other one but him will save us from this utter destruction, from this great desolation. You know, the scriptures teach us that the nations are drunken from the wine of fornication. They are drunken. And we have been consumed because of these things. We use our smartphones. You know, we drink our alcohol and smoke our tobacco and all these kinds of things. And we just have got lost in our ways. We need to come back to the creation. Get away from all these diseases and all this pollution and all these chemicals that we're being injected with in our culture and in our ways. You know, we have to find that narrow path for ourselves. Broad is the way of destruction. That's the way that most men will walk. They walk in the way of destruction. Always seeing with their own eyes, lusting after those things, but it never will bring satisfaction. It will always want more. It will always want more. King Solomon said, hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of men are never satisfied. How true is that? We have brought hell and destruction upon ourselves because we seek not those ways that are right, that are really right. And we've been fed an illusion about what is right and what is wrong. You know, you cannot go work for these corporations like G-Force and work for these British multinational, you know, aristocrat types that have consumed so much. And everything that they have, all their possessions, they come at a cost. You know, if you have a car, you have to maintain it, right? You can't just drive a car around. You buy a car, you know, I'm going to keep this car for 10 years. I'll just drive it around. No oil change. I won't even put gas in it, you know? You're not going to get very far. You continually have to feed that machine, that item. Yeah? If you buy a more expensive car, it's going to cost you more to feed that item. And this is what we've consumed ourselves with. And this is how these, you know, international financier types at the top of the tower rule us. Because they keep wanting more. They're not satisfied with what they have. And it's coming down on us here. You know, it goes from the county to the state to the U.S., the federal government, and on up the lines. And they use these institutions as weapons, as tools to suppress people, to keep people at the bottom. Never get a chance to get their leg up. Yeah? Who are these people? I know a few names. I won't even drop them right now. I'm sure eventually they'll come out. But these people are ruling us through the system, through the rule of law. And mind you, it comes from the Romans. And mind you, it comes from the Babylonians. And mind you, that Caesar Borgia, the son of the morning, was the arch enemy of the Christ. And that's where this law comes from. I'm not saying we don't need law. We need a real law. We need a law that's just for people that deserve it. The innocent ones. You know, the poor, the hungry. But they just want to eradicate those people. They're just a burden at this point. We're getting taken over by automation. We got robots. They can do things easier, more cheaper, more efficient. You know, the finance department's taking care of everything. You know, they're fudging their numbers and making things right. Everything's back in black again. Nobody's losing any profits. Oh, it doesn't matter if people die over here. I mean, we see what we see today. You can look around. You know, there's plenty of beauty even here in this county. It's nice, but how long will it last? How long will it last? You know, because over in other places, it's not so pretty right now. There's a lot of people dying. I know since about, 2009 or so, in Syria is over 210,000 people, women and children perished by destruction. For what cause? Because man couldn't get it together. He couldn't find a way that worked for everybody. So as we move along in this life, we're going to find that's going to come onto us, that destruction. Because we have not decided to make a change, to take a stance against it. Yes. So, search our hearts. Find true living peace. Find a way of life. Because even if that destruction comes, we know that there's a greater promise. There's a greater promise waiting for us, calling us. It will not let us down. It will be there for us. We are assured in it. Let us not deceive each other upon this. Let us not think that if we keep passing laws here and there that we're going to come to some kind of a, like Martin Luther King said, that we are bending towards justice, the arc. Well, that's not because we're going to pass laws that we're going to get there. It's not going to happen. It's going to work out for some people, but it's not going to work out for most of us, man. We're going to find ourselves in a state of despair. A state of utter despair. We have to do something. Time is here. Time is at hand. Kingdom is at hand.